So I say this over and over in my videos. If you are skinny fat, you need to go through the process of body recomposition in order to lose your belly fat. So that means you need to build muscle and lose fat at the same time. You do this by eating at your maintenance calorie intake and weight training, lifting heavy, focusing on getting stronger. Now, the reason so many of you don't actually do this to make progress is because you still have that belief in your head that you need to eat less and you need to do more cardio in order to lose body fat. So I want to go over it again in this video, addressing a particular email that I got. So I'm going to go through it bit by bit because I think it might help you to see it asked from a different angle and my answer from a different angle. And hopefully this will be the video that clicks for you so that you finally change that belief that is holding you back. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jodie and I help you change your beliefs so you can change your body, your health, and your life. All right, so we're gonna get straight into it. This person is skinny fat. They know from my videos, which is amazing, I should be eating at maintenance calories and weightlifting. So that's great. It's one thing to know the information, but it's another thing to actually implement it. And this is where things get hard, right? Because you're automatically going to go back to your current beliefs that are keeping you stuck, and you're going to do what you think you should be doing, even though you should be doing something different based on my videos, and you know that, but because those beliefs are stronger, you're going to keep going back to that. That is why I always say it's so important that you change your beliefs and you're working on this throughout the process of working on your body, because if you don't, you're not going to achieve permanent change. And this is also why this stuff is actually hard, right? Because yeah, you can have all the information, you can have the perfect plan that is actually going to work for you, but you have to believe that the method is going to work. You have to believe that you are able to do it, and you have to believe that you are making progress along the way, even if you can't necessarily see it. And that is where trusting the process really comes into this. Anyway, so this person then says my maintenance calories are 1800 calories. Every calorie calculator says something different. I'd love to know which one you recommend best. Here's the thing with working out maintenance calories, right? Choose a calculator online. I would download the guide I have on my website and use what's in there, because obviously there's a reason that I chose that one. I think it's probably the best one, but choose any, it's fine. The most accurate way to determine your maintenance calorie needs is actually not even with a calculator. Track what you are eating every single day for say 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 4 weeks if you're female, that's probably more accurate because of your cycle, but track everything you're eating and then get your weekly average for the end of the week, each week. Also do that with your body weight. And if your body weight is staying the same, that weekly average calorie intake is your maintenance calorie intake. And if your body is staying the same right now, it's very likely that you are eating at maintenance already. If you want to use a calculator though, go for that, get the estimation, and then track your food, hit that number, see what happens with your body weight. If it starts going down, you know you're actually in a deficit. If it's staying the same, then you're at maintenance. And often what will happen when you start training, or when you start training differently to what you're doing now, your maintenance calorie needs are going to change anyway. So you have to be open to adjusting this stuff as your body responds along the way. All right, so next, this person has their maintenance calories calculated as around 1800 calories, which I would say is fine. And then they have been eating 1500 calories in a slight deficit to lose fat. Now, this is where we go back to that thing about beliefs, right? Like, they know they should be eating 1800 calories, but they're still eating 1500 because of that belief holding them back. And then now you have to do the work around that. Like, why don't you just eat 1800 calories? What are you scared of? Usually it's some kind of fear holding you back from actually doing it. Or you don't truly believe that you really need 1800 calories because this information hasn't hit you properly yet. Next part, I've also been weightlifting, trying to train till failure with each set and increasing my daily steps to 7 to 12K a day through cardio, especially walking at high incline on the treadmill with high speed. Now, first of all, let's address the cardio. If you are skinny fat, you don't need cardio to lose your belly fat right now. You need to focus on weight training, and it's great to get steps in, but let's just keep it simple. Let's just walk to get your steps in. You can do that on the treadmill, but you don't need the high incline. You don't need the high speed. You need to just go for a walk and get those steps in throughout your day, because you're trying to aim for low impact, non-stressful movement for your body. Because as soon as you start increasing the incline, turning it into a cardio session, you're adding stress to your body, which is going to impact your recovery, which is going to impact your results and pretty much stop you getting results. Now, this applies to your weight training as well. You can't take every set to failure. That is the wrong way to go about a program. You need to start your first week a bit easier and then build on that from there. You need to cycle your programs. You can't just go all out from the start, because that is also going to keep you stuck. All right, so now we get to the actual question. My question is, should I be eating around 1800 calories, or should I continue with my slight deficit of 1500? So the answer is simple, but it's not. Like, yes, you should be eating around 1800 calories, but you need to actually address why you're not already doing that, knowing that you already know you should be doing that. Now, I know it can be so scary to increase your calories. I go through this every time myself. Even now, when I have to add more calories to my day, like, I think straight away, oh my God, this is when I'm actually gonna get fat. But it doesn't work like that, especially if you are training correctly. And if you're not training correctly, then yeah, you might gain some body fat. But this is where honestly, like, having a coach can be so helpful, because like, I have a coach still now, and I'm a coach, and people sometimes are like, why do you need a coach when you can, like, you know what you're doing? But that accountability, that support when you have to do things that are outside of your comfort zone, when you have to face some of your fears, like, it is so helpful even for me. All right, so the next bit is about the actual macro split, which if you are skinny fat, it does matter. So if you want to lose weight, then calories count and protein. If you are skinny fat, you need to lose body fat and build muscle. This is where your macros actually become a little bit more important. Obviously, as a beginner, you can get away with a lot more than what you can once you get into it. But you know, if you already know how to hit your calories and you know how to hit your protein, then start looking at your carbs and fat as well and aiming to get close to those, because carbs are going to fuel your training best, which is driving all your progress. So the next question this person has is, what percentage should the protein, carbs, and fats be? Right now, my daily macros are, and she's listed carbs 30%, protein 35%, fat 35%. I don't recommend using percentages for your macro calculations. That is why you should download the guide on my website and look at how I've done it there. But it'll walk you through step by step what you need to do. But I like to base it on your body weight, because that is going to get you a more accurate figure in terms of what you actually need. And the percentages will change as you go along in your journey as well, because once you're kind of hitting your protein target, once you're hitting your fat target, the minimum amount, you can drive up carbs a lot, and that is going to continue to push you forward in terms of making progress. All right, and this person finishes with, my goal is to lose body fat on my stomach and build muscle, overall body recomp. So that's what you need to do. You need to eat at maintenance, you need to lift, not to failure all the time. You need to cycle your programming, and you need to cut back on the cardio, move about in your daily life, but don't put extra stress on your body. And then, yeah, actually eat at maintenance. It's like, it's that simple, but I know it's really not. So I'm not saying that in a mean way at all, because that's not my style. That's just the truth, right? Like, it is simple, but we make it harder than it needs to be because of our beliefs. That is all for this video. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, please like it. If you'd like to see more, please subscribe. If you have any questions you want me to answer in a video, please feel free to comment or send me an email. And I will see you in the next video.